Okay guys, welcome back to the Grumpy Racer channel. This is part 2 of the FailRace versus the community races. This is the one that did not make it onto YouTube because unfortunately Alex chose a bit of a lemon as his car here. So he didn't get into much action unlike the C-Class races. I'm driving the Audi RS5. It's all-wheel drive, it's a super saloon as was required here. All the races are going to be A-Class. And they're gonna be road races, as far as we've been told. We're starting out in a Stadio circuit. As you can see, it's quite wet. Here's Alex right there. I'm going to try not to talk the whole time, but do some commentating while we're here. Actually losing contact already here to Alex. The problem is the Audi is actually quite fast, but it is set up to be very oversteery. And that, in addition to the rain, I do not trust this car. So in the first 2 laps, or maybe even 3 laps, I'm being quite cautious, which cost me quite a lot of time. Thanks to the car not having a rear wing, our top speed is actually quite good. But that also means, once again, that our rear is pretty loose. Here comes the car guy overtaking us easily, after I messed up the chicane. Little boop there to remind them that I have the top speed advantage. This car also does not necessarily seem super easy to drive. That was super risky, and I remember him saying so on the voice chat actually. I mean, I had the top speed advantage, which helped me past, but then the way through the chicane was pretty risky. I was more floating than driving there. So, but now that we got a bit more confidence, I'm actually trying to chase after Alex. And I do believe I'm getting closer. Slowly but surely figuring out these corners and the right gear and how much gas the car can take on the wet surface. 102.7 was the previous fastest lap of myself. Now it's a 101.8, so almost a second faster than the previous laps. But we're already in the last lap, so unless something unforeseen happens to the guys in the front, it's unlikely that we're going to catch them. Alex made a little expedition into the field there, but it didn't cost him too much time. So there it is. We're starting out with 3rd place in the Audi. We have fastest lap by almost half a second. Cutting all this a bit quick. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 races and we don't want the race to be an hour long, so I cut all the extra bits a bit short. If you want to read the final results, just please pause the video and then you have all the time in the world. Okay. This track is next, 5 laps. The Audi had started from the front, and thanks to the all-wheel drive we're immediately getting away from the pack. Now that the track is dry, the handling is way better. I mean, it's still oversteery, but nowhere near as much as on Estadio. Hitting all the street furniture there. Nice distance to the field. Alex is once again, well, not actually once again, he's 3rd right now, but he's right behind Shadow Marine, who's in the Jaguar, and right behind both of them is Car Guy in the BMW. So the order has not changed, just that I'm in the lead now. Other than that, the same cars are still fast. Time under 1 minute there. It's not really that quick a pace, but I guess it's quick enough for all these off-meta cars. Trying not to take too much risk here, but I still want to go relatively fast because I don't believe that I'm actually the fastest here. So to stay in front we need to keep the pace up. Right now Alex has fallen back into 4th place. The Jaguar is still in 2nd, and the BMW is in 3rd. This round in the Audi going, by the way better than the C-Class races. I mean, the Prelude was fast, but only on the road, and not at all in dirt. This car works much better in comparison. last lap already. Still quite a distance between the Jaguar and us. So unless I throw it away somewhere or miss a checkpoint, this should be ours. Even though they seem to be catching. And there it is, first place. Nice. Let's see if someone was actually faster. I assume so. Oh yes, by quite a margin. 6/10 of a second. Once again, if you want to take a closer look at those lists, please just pause the video. I've cut every bit of static out of the video as much as possible, just to keep this going basically. Jardines it is. This is also a handling track, as I guess almost all the circuits are. The BMW pulls in front right away. He has a bit of a lively rear. It's really interesting. The Audi is quite heavy. It weighs over 1400 kilos, so that's close to, or actually almost 3000 pounds. And it has only 400 and I think 60 horsepower. Yet it goes 200 miles an hour and seems to keep up very well in A-Class. The issue, as I said earlier, is that to combat the understeer that is always coming along with the heavy engine in the front and all-wheel drive, the car has been set up to be pretty oversteery, which you can see in pretty much any corner here. The BMW has pulled quite a lead. We have the Jaguar right behind us, and some distance behind the Jaguar is Alex once again in his Q60. Unfortunately, there's not much wheel-to-wheel combat here. The excitement of these races is more on a personal level, trying to beat the other guy. And there the BMW missed a checkpoint. I don't think he will be able to recover from that. That's gonna cost him 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how well he does. He wasn't that much faster that he could catch that up. So yeah, it's us in front now. The Jaguar at about 2 seconds distance behind us, and behind him is Alex again in the Q60, and the BMW fell back to 4th position. Maybe he can catch the Infinity before the end, we'll see. Still has 1.5 laps to go. My lap times are very consistent. All pretty much in the 54s. Even though that's not very fast, and clearly not the fastest in this group, because the Jaguar is catching up. It is though fast enough to stay in first place, I believe. First place. And we have the second fastest lap time this time. The BMW had the fastest. Apart from him, the other guys could not keep up. I thought the Jaguar was catching up there, but maybe not. Okay, Plaza Circuit. This is one of my favorite tracks. With the exception of the street furniture, this is very nice. Okay, we start well. We started once again near the front. Oh, the Volvo goes... Yeah, he cleared it into the inside. So we are once again in first. Let's see if we can pull away. So far so good. We have Alex behind us. In the Infinity. Oh, and there you see Infinity missed the checkpoint, so now it's the BMW behind us. It's only 4 laps this, and the BMW is right behind us. I just noticed that the Jaguar driver has actually not made it into this race. I believe he had some connection issues. So it's basically just me and the BMW. Audi versus BMW. Just judging by looking at the green dot on the map, he's actually catching up. Trying to stay as clean as possible while carrying hopefully enough speed. Yeah, for this track a rear wing would really be advantageous. I cannot complain about the turn in, but the rear just doesn't stick enough for these corners. Almost missed the checkpoint, that was not ideal. The BMW is getting closer and closer. Lap time is a 26.1. That is actually not good for A-class. Like a decent time in A-class would be a high 24. And a really good time is a high 22, a low 23. So 26 is okay. Nothing to write home about. After the BMW overtook us there, we were able to quickly recapture it because he made a small mistake. We still have 1.5 laps to go, and I'm not confident that we can hold it. In fact, since I'm recording this in retrospect, I'm completely confident. Nonetheless, it was an exciting race. Yeah, the battling with the BMW cost us quite some time. That this was a mid-27. Gave us a little sign there that he's right there, not to get too comfortable. Missed the shift point there. I was being careful on that checkpoint to definitely not miss it. Oh, and he cuts to the inside. Let's see if we can quickly retaliate. No, that did not work. Maybe we can carry more speed over here. Now the rear just lets go. Okay, we gotta give it to him. And again, nicest race so far out of this grouping. The lap time's only 2.5 tenths apart. There wasn't much between us here. Alright then, the last race, Horizon Mexico. Good start, front start as well, once again. So far that's a 3rd place, 2 wins and the 2nd place. So basically, if we had points, we would have won already. Unless we really become 10th here or something. Which is unlikely looking at the current positioning. We're once again out in front. Again, it's the BMW in 2nd place chasing us. As pretty much shown itself that he's the main opponent in these races. The Jaguar is fast, but it doesn't seem quite fast enough to catch the Audi, whereas the BMW seems to be. Trying to be as neat and tidy as possible. Unfortunately, the lack of grip is really messing with the lap time here. I'm at the same time trying to be ultra careful to not throw away the lead while also being fast, and this is one of the examples where that goes very much wrong. Thankfully there are no slowdowns here since these are custom races, otherwise that would have cost us several more seconds. And now the BMW is right upon us. Better, we carried a lot more speed. That kept us, the BMW, off of us for a few seconds, but I don't think it will be enough. And there you go, there he is. And I messed up this corner as well, just to make sure we cannot get the lead back. But while I was busy throwing the race, I didn't even notice that the Jaguar and the Infiniti have caught up to us. They're pretty close. Once again, taking this corner well. Alex is now right behind us. Seems to have dispatched the Jaguar and is chasing after us. But I don't think he will have enough of an advantage to catch us in these last two corners. Same goes for us, we will also not be able to catch the BMW. Just carefully taking the last corner and bringing it home. Last lap actually being our fastest lap by 6/10 of a second. Let's see what the overall lap times are like. Yeah, look at them, top 3 guys all in pretty much the same 10th of a second. Alright guys, thank you for watching. As the title says, like and subscribe, and hope to see you again.